Hi, and thank you for watching. This is Cheryl, and I'm trying something a little new. Thought that I would annotate some of my videos so maybe you get a better idea of what's going on, and hopefully it's fun and not or hopefully it's fun and not just annoying. So right now, what you can see I'm doing is drawing out a little doodle to test out my not quite new, but not quite touched yet set of gouache colors. Gouache is a little intimidating to me because it doesn't blend the same way that I'm used to watercolor blending. It doesn't have the same personality, for lack of a better word. But what I'm going to do here is just do a little doodle inspired by Fluttershy from, as many of you know, the new My Little Pony reboot that's been going on for many seasons now. And it's kind of a fun character for me to do because when it first came out a few years ago, I had at least 3 separate people who did not know each other come up to me immediately afterwards and say, "Hey, you have to watch this show," because when I saw this character, it reminded me immediately of you. So, yeah. So right now I'm just filling out some base skin tone and adding some cheeks. Looks like, yeah, I'm defining the chin a little bit, trying to see how well I can get this stuff to blend, which it gives a much flatter kind of wash, and you have a little bit more control over it than you do with regular watercolor. So now I'm filling out the hair, which is the fun part because you get larger areas of flat color, and so you get a better idea of what the paint is going to do and how it's going to treat you. So far liking the hair, though not quite sure about the color, but the shape is pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with that. Defining the hair a little more. Bumping the camera. Not quite happy with the hair color, so lightening it and making it just a little shade colder before adding in some definition with a slightly darker purple back there, and filling out the jawline and refining what the chin looks like. Sorry that my head keeps getting in the way of the camera. Happens a few more times throughout the painting. So far, so good. Now, don't screw it up. Starting to fill out the eyes, which is a little strange because usually the eye area is where I start and where a lot of the focus of my paintings tends to be, where I define the most detail. Not quite happy with the way some of the features are going, but working with it. Filling out the eyes. And trying to think about where I want to go next, which looks like adding some wings in the back. Just some flat yellow. Flat washes are a lot of fun. They're very satisfying when they work out right. I don't know what it is, but it's just a very nice feeling. And my head is covering almost the whole thing. I'm sorry. A little butterfly. Needed to clean out a couple of those blending areas because I was running out of blending space and I didn't have another palette around. Though that little palette I got there, I got it from Daiso, so it was really cheap, and I was trying to find one just like it in the craft stores I have near me. Unfortunately, there's not really a good art supply place near me. But I found that one at Daiso, and it was exactly what I was looking for. Kind of ceramic. It's got a nice glaze to it. But now I'm just adding in some highlights. Not entirely happy with what they're doing. Adding in some lowlights to bring out some more definition. And still getting my head way in the way of the camera. It was a slightly new camera angle. I was trying to get a better look at what I was actually doing because a lot of my previous setups left the camera way above the top of the painting, so you couldn't see it quite as well. So I was trying to get something more directly on top, but I think it was a bit too directly. Adding in some blue for some more definition, especially around the eyes. Blue is one of my favorites in that, like, I always end up going back to blue for adding definition at the end. It gives you kind of that same satisfying line definition without the flat color of just using black ink. So that's the end. Thanks for watching.